Some of us are still holding on to a relationship with God because of the hand of God upon our lives, the things that we have seen the Lord deliver us from, or even the testimonies of our parents. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olemesh and I make faith-based content. And if that is your type of a content, please do consider subscribing, liking, and commenting down below. As I was saying, that I think it's a good thing that some of us we remember the testimonies of our parents, because when you are going through a difficult season, you are reminded that I remember my mom. My mom had so much faith, and that is one of the reasons that I still believe in the Lord. Not because of only her testimony, because I've also seen the hand of the Lord in my life. So the other day I was feeling a little bit down, and I was reminded by the conversation that I had with my mom. May her soul rest in peace. My mom had so much faith, like she had faith, that lady. She had faith that moved mountains. And I remember we were going through a season in our lives, and my mom kept on praying, kept on believing in the Lord. And I was like, why this, ma'am? And she was like, I have seen the hand of the Lord. I have seen the Lord in my life, and I still believe that the Lord can do it. And I was like, the Lord prompted me to study the book of Joshua, and I did. And I love Joshua 4 verse, I'm gonna read it from verse 1 until 10, and I'm gonna jump and go to 21. I'll put it up here so we can read it together. This the heading of this chapter is Memorials of the Jordan River. I'm reading it from my Bible, and this Bible doesn't have a heading, but I've read it on my phone, so yeah. Anyway, so Joshua 4 verse 1, it reads, "And it came to pass, when all the people had completely crossed over the Jordan, that the Lord spoke to Joshua, saying, Take for yourselves 12 men from the people, one man from every tribe, and command them, saying, Take for yourself 12 stones from here, out of the midst of the Jordan. From the place where the priest's feet stood firm, you shall carry them over with you and leave them in the lodging place where you lodge tonight." Then Joshua called the 12 men whom he had appointed from the children of Israel, one man from every tribe. And Joshua said to them, Cross over before the ark of the Lord your God into the midst of the Jordan. Each one of you take up stone on his shoulder according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel, that this may be a sign among you when your children ask in time to come, saying, What do these stones mean to you? Then you shall answer them that the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord when it crossed over the Jordan. The waters of the Jordan were cut off, and these stones shall be for a memorial to the children of Israel forever. I'm gonna jump to 21. Verse 21 reads, Then he spoke to the children of Israel, saying, When your children ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What are these stones? Then you shall let your children know, saying, Israel crossed over this Jordan on dry land, for the Lord your God dried up the waters of the Jordan before you until you had crossed over, as the Lord your God did to the Red Sea, which he dried up before until we had crossed over, that all the people of the earth may know that the hand of the Lord, that it is mighty, that you may fear the Lord your God forever." Okay, let me do a little bit of a summary. So Joshua was Moses' assistant, and they delivered the Israelites from Egypt. And along the way, the Israelites always found a reason to murmur, even when the Lord had delivered them. They were complaining. At some point, they were complaining that they had no food to eat, and the Lord provided them with manna from heaven. And when Moses went up the mountain to pray to the Lord, they were busy building up their own God that they may worship, and the Lord was not pleased with that. And Moses died, and the Lord spoke to Joshua that he is to now lead the Israelites to the land that he had promised them. And everything that he had promised Moses, he also promises to him. But he needs to follow the instructions. And if he follows the instructions, he will do what he had said he will do. And he told Joshua not to be fearful, not to be discouraged, for he is with him. There's verse that we like to quote. A lot of us like to quote. I know I like to quote that script, that verse. And I am saying this to say that, sometimes when we are going through a difficult season, and it's easy to murmur, it's easy to complain. Lord, help me. I complain, I murmur, I'm like, God, what is happening? This was not part of the plan. And the Lord reminded me, the Lord was like, look at your life. Look where you are. Who do you think brought you this far? Do you think it's the hand of your works, or do you think it's me? So this scripture, basically, it is that you know what? Build up memorials of your life as you go on with your life, and you're going through seasons that you don't understand. You remember, you look back what the Lord has done for you. Like the Lord had told Joshua to take men from each tribe, that they may build a memorial, so that when their children in the future ask them, what does these stones mean? And I love the fact that Joshua also make mention of what happened in the other book in Exodus, that the Lord had parted the Red Sea so that the Israelites might cross. You understand? So when you build up memorials in your heart, in your mind, through pictures, when your children ask you in the future, what does this mean to you? You are able to explain to them. And because you have created memories, you have created memorials. So I am saying this, that you know what, if there is something that the Lord has done for you in the past, and right now you are in a season where you are still believing God for something else, and you feel like that thing is not happening, look back at the things that the Lord had done for you. And I am saying that, even if you have a faith as little as a mustard seed, keep on the faith, because you have seen his hand, you know what he has done for you. Be like the Israelites. Be like the Israelites. Be like Joshua and those 12 men. Build up memorials, so that when your child in future asks you, why such huge faith, you are able to say, I have seen the hand of the Lord. The Lord has done 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting down, and let's engage on the comment section. How are you going to build up memorials for yourself, so that you might tell your children in the future about these things?